What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle Yes. I just wanted to start this video and really start this channel to tell you guys who I am, why I'm here, and really why I want to share this. So we'll start off, just get straight to it. Who am I? My name is Kyle. I don't even trade ES anymore. It's actually pretty funny. I almost exclusively trade in Q now, but ES is still good for S and Ts, which I will get into in a later video. But a little bit about me. I've been through the military. I did 5.5 years in the Navy. Been through some rough times. They weren't all bad, though. I met some really good guys in there and I have a great network. I have been through depression countless times, and it sucks, but I'm really making this to share my story, my success story, and what's to come, what I've been through, and just kind of explain to you who I am, so that maybe I can help you. That's really what this is about. So anyways, like I said, I've been through depression. I've been through a lot of bad things. I recently got out of the Navy, actually, around, it was November 15th, 2024, so pretty recently, and I immediately got a job, which was good, but I didn't take any break from it after 5.5 years working some crazy hours sometimes. But luckily, I had someone who let me sleep on their couch for a little bit, for about a month or two, and that really helped me a lot. Because no one else was willing to give me a place, or couldn't give me a place, or whatever it was, which really sucked because, I don't know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm okay now, and I'm good now, and I actually now have my own place, which is great. I have my own apartment. I've been through a lot of things, like a financial instability here. I can't tell you. So I turned on options when I was still in the military. I couldn't do it full time, which has bothered me a lot, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But what really sucks is when I was trading options. Well, the great part. I'll start with the great part. The great part is when I was trading options, I turned $200 into roughly $5,000, and I believe it was a week and a half or 2 weeks, which was great. I was balling. I was feeling great. Just trading on Robinhood, trading options. That's where most of my trading experience actually comes from. I know quite a bit about options, but when it comes to futures, I've actually started trading because the thing is I lost almost all of that $5,000 because I kept over trading and we were in a bullish market, I believe, at the time, if I remember correctly. We were in a bullish market and we were just rallying. So I was like, perfect, let me just keep buying calls, and I made some really good money, and the market took it. So it sucked, but it's at the end of the day, I didn't really know as much as I thought I knew. That's when I got into prop firms. I learned I had a buddy who's also, his name's Evan. He's also been trading with for several years, like me too. But we both were like, "Hey, man, have you heard about futures? Okay, hold on. Let me look up futures a little bit. Let me look up what is a prop firm? I didn't know what any of this meant. I was completely new to it. It was like completely restarting, which was a little scary because I knew a lot more about options. But at the end of the day, it was probably one of the best things I could have learned because what actually sparked Evan to tell me, hey, man, have you heard about futures? Because we had heard about it. We were like, I don't do that, kind of like Forex. It was like, I don't do that, If you do options, you do options. If you do crypto, you do crypto. Whatever you do is what you do. And we had a guy who was friends with Evan on Snapchat that he used to hang out with a lot when he was younger, who's actually super into futures, and he knows a whole lot about futures. And he said, hey, man, y'all should really look into it, because we were using all these indicators. Evan's main one was VWAP. I used a lot of EMAs, just a lot of stuff that didn't matter, and it doesn't actually help once you learn technical analysis. But that is when I turned the new leaf into learning technical analysis. So he had to start watching ICT, which taught me a lot about technical analysis. Learned a lot about trading from TJR as well. TJR Trades. I watched a lot of his trading transformation. Took a lot of notes, constantly studied, and I've been doing this almost daily, practically daily since I think it was December 1st, 2023. Whew, time goes by quick. It's been quite a journey, and if you haven't been through it, it's really hard to explain what it is, but it's very psychological. For instance, I've blown too many accounts to count. I don't even want to talk about it. I know people who've blown even more, but it is terrible on your mind. Once you make money and you get a payout, or you get or even in options, once you start seeing how easy that money can come, you believe it's possible because you see it for yourself. Not everyone knows that, because some people start from scratch, but I started with real money. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but blew a lot of accounts. It was pretty rough. And it happens, but like I said, anyways, I actually got a job as soon as I got out of the military, and it was kind of a dead-end job. It wasn't somewhere I was really happy at. Didn't really care about it a lot. I just kind of needed a paycheck, like most people do. I really wasn't happy, and I think in a way I was almost like passively manifesting that I wasn't going to be doing that anymore. And anyways, I didn't quite know it yet, but I was just like, man, I hate it here. I gotta, because once you see trading, you start to see things, and like you think too much about the money. You're like, you're telling me I'm making this amount of money per hour. I was making 26. You're telling me I'm making 26 an hour when I just made when I was trading options, I was making at least 120, 150 on a bad green day, a day, and I would lose like once a week or maybe twice a week. It was crazy, and I was actually over traded quite a bit. That was options though. Anyways, long story short, there was an altercation in my family, and I was drunk. I was publicly intoxicated. I got booked to jail. I ended up going to jail, and it sucked. It was really cold, and there were a lot of crazies in there. But I'm not the kind of guy who goes to jail. I'm just not. I've always been a good kid. When I was younger, I've overcome quite a bit of adversity. I didn't like high school, so I graduated when I was 15. I was going to go to college, and I was going to do all this cookie cutter stuff. At the end of the day, I'm truly blessed that I didn't make that decision. And that's the beauty of ambition. To know that you believe in yourself so much that you know you can do anything. And any famous quote or any famous person that you hear will say that stuff. They'll say, just start doing it. You learn as you go. Just do it. This is me starting. This is me explaining my journey, everything that I've been through, and I'm here to help you guys if you have any questions. If not, do what you will with this information. But anyways, kind of went off on a tangent there. My point is I ended up getting fired, and it really sucked actually initially, because it was like, dude, what am I gonna do? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Shit, what fucking day is it, dude? I literally got fired yesterday, actually. Today's Wednesday? Yeah. I got fired yesterday because I didn't show up to work on Friday, Monday, or Tuesday. I was in jail on Monday. Tuesday I was gonna call my boss and tell him, but he just sent me a text that, dude, you're fired. And I was like, perfect. But honestly, I don't resent him. I'm not upset at all. It's something that I've been wanting for a long time. Not even just the fired part, but I really want to do this full time. That's what I want to do, and I'll get into that later. So anyways, I got fired, and it sucked, and it's scary because I've never been. I did 5.5 years in the Navy. It sucked a lot. I always got a guaranteed paycheck, and it was always the same amount of money, and it's guaranteed, and that's what most people are fed. So they say a lot of jobs keep you just over broke, JOB, and that's usually what it is, and that's unfortunate. The thing with me is, like I said earlier, I've seen the money, and I know that it's possible, and I've been doing this so long, I can't stop, and I'm just going to document it, and we'll see where it goes. But at the end of the day, I'm going to explain to you what changed my life. So I already explained trading right here. I already explained how trading changed my life. It has taught me and opened my eyes to a whole new world I never thought. And a lot of people might think, oh, whatever, trading's a scam. But, at the end of the day, there's someone in every community. I have several successful friends who have motivated me a lot, and not all of them trade. A lot of them trade, but I have friends who do, let's see here, e-commerce, drop shipping, Amazon stuff, all kinds of fields of entrepreneurship, car detailing, you name it, whatever it is. And these guys, they're like, come on, bro. Like, we're waiting on you, man. Like, you got to do it. You just got to do it. I thought the same thing, and then I did it, and then that's what they've been telling me. So at the end of the day, the biggest thing that influenced me that they told me is that every vehicle works. Think of it like a vehicle. If you want to do e-commerce, it works. Trading, it works. Whatever it is you want to do. The problem with 99% of people is they're going to quit. They're going to quit. They're going to quit. Like, every time. People might try trading for a week or two and be like, oh, I can't do it. I don't have enough time because of my job. I did it while employed the entire time and in the military. So I can specifically tell you that you can do it. But it might hold you back a little bit and stunt your growth a little bit. You might be able to learn a lot quicker when you're unemployed. I'm unemployed now. I have nothing to do with this. I am literally screwed if this doesn't work. I'm taking a huge risk that I can't really afford to take, but I'm going to, and it doesn't matter. I'm putting it all on the line because that's how bad I want it. And that's what 99% of people won't do. They'll screw around and say, yeah, it'd be cool if you could teach me how to do this. And a lot of people know I know a decent amount about trading because I've been doing it so damn long. Oh, can you teach me? Can you teach me? They don't understand the amount of hours it takes. I have sat here hundreds, thousands, more, just studying alone. My journal is, this thick full of notes. ICT, TJR, even stuff that I had just started before I really got into technical analysis that I would look at now and laugh at. It doesn't matter. I documented everything. Anyways, that's trading. That's how trading has changed my life. Fitness, number 2. I make it a pinnacle to go to the gym every single day. And most successful people that I know, they go to the gym every day. I feel like that's just the basic thing. There's a quote, I don't know who said it, but basically, if you make your bed every morning, you're already winning. And Evan actually told me about something called an upward spiral, which is a great thing to think about, actually. He said, think about how I feel, me, Kyle, think about how I feel whenever I make my bed in the morning. Okay, I feel pretty good. I got that done, knocked out, perfect. Now you cook some breakfast. Okay, that felt good. You wash the dishes. Just you're going to be on top of it. You're not going to let them soak or whatever the hell you want to tell yourself. You get yourself coffee. Whatever it is, you did things. But the thing is, with upward spiral, it's kind of like a downward spiral. If you think of it, how he said it is, it's like, think of a downward spiral like your first beer. If you drink a beer and then another beer and another beer, it's just a downward spiral. It's going to keep getting worse, and then all of a sudden you're in a fucked up situation. You can't do anything about it. You're already cooked. You're fucking cooked. But upward spiral, it applies the same way. And I've actually done it unconsciously and not even known. And he's done it. And a lot of people that I know have done it. You keep yourself in the right environment with the right people, and you don't distract yourself. You limit the time with distractions if you can't stop. Some people like to play video games. Me, video games were a huge part of my childhood. I love video games so much. I still do, but I don't really play them anymore. Because video games, unfortunately, aren't going to make me any money unless I do like streaming or something. But that would mean the last 3 years of trading are just out the window. Like, fuck that. No, I'm not doing that. I don't know anything about streaming. I could learn, sure, but then it just takes time. It's another distraction. Even if it is the right thing, it doesn't matter. So I guess my main point here is not to quit when you start something. It's so important that you just keep going. I'll explain what held me back right now. So what held me back? What held me back, I had been saying for weeks, I need to quit this job. I need to quit this job. Even if it was a huge risk, it doesn't matter. I have hardly any savings to my name right now. I have barely enough to pay next month's rent. I could be cooked. I have no way of knowing. But the thing is I could sit here and be scared and fucking do nothing but play with my dick and play video games and do whatever. That's cool and all, but I'm not making any money. It's not going to help. And you might think, oh, it's an obsession with money. At the end of the day, it's really not. It's an obsession with freedom. I don't care how much I make as long as I make enough to not have to work a 9 to 5, so I could refine the skill and scale it. And then teach everyone, teach all of you guys. That's all I want to do. So, perfect. What held me back? Phone trading. I swear to God, I know guys that can trade on their phone, get on TradingView or TradeEvade or TopStepX, whatever it is you're using, Robinhood if you trade options, and you just sit there on your phone all day. And the thing is, it's really hard to do that when you have a fucking job and a boss breathing down your neck, because it's going to be like, dude, they're going to keep looking at you and look like shit. You're just fucking around on your phone. Perfect. So that held me back. That held me back so fucking much. And it's not really anyone's fault. It just is what it is. I mean, I was sitting there looking at trying to find SMTs on fucking ES and NQ, and I'm having to sit here and scroll between the two. My phone's like this fucking big. I'm on my computer now. I can see everything. Why the fuck wouldn't I just do it on here? I mean, shit, look at this shit. Boom. I have fucking ES right here. I could look for an SMT. You know what I mean? That's just one example, but my point is that's a confluence I like using a lot. That's my point. That held me back. The point is you need to figure out now what is holding you back. If you want to even start this, you need to find out what would stop you. My success trajectory. I'm going to continue making content for you guys, and I'm going to continue posting in my Discord, and I'm going to continue doing everything that I need to make sure that I can teach you everything that I can teach you. Because, and I'm going to document it. You're going to watch me. And the thing is if people aren't doubting you when you're making a risk, I've learned this from so many people. If you're not being doubted when you're taking a risk, then you're not going far enough. Because one of my favorite quotes, I honestly don't even know exactly how it goes, but one of my favorite quotes I heard from a friend, is they think you're crazy and then they see how you did it. It's exactly how it is. You know what's crazy? Crazy is fucking working the same job for the rest of your life and thinking it's okay because everyone else does it. That's fucking bullshit, bro. It's just not. I don't see how people can live like that. I don't see that there's something that I could genuinely love doing. The military, I loved it for a while, and then I got to a point where it's like, if I'm not all in on the military and believe everything that I'm doing, why do it? You have to be all in on stuff like that. Like super, oh yes sir. You have to be doing that shit. I'm not kidding. I can't find anything other than this. I love it so much, trading, and you have to be obsessed. You have to be crazy about it. What you can expect from me is daily uploads. I'm going to document everything that I'm doing, and we'll see where it goes. I mean, I don't really care. I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm really just documenting. I'm going to keep doing this, but why wouldn't I just hit record for you guys? It's really for y'all. But my final point that I want to make, community matters so much. It matters so much because you're going to have your days where you blow an account or two, or maybe you're over trading, you're doing the wrong thing. The problem is even, I don't care how strong you are, there's going to be times where you're not holding yourself accountable, or you're just saying, your brain's first, until you build a great habit, your brain's first thing to say is, oh, it's something. You're going to cope with something. You're going to say, it's because I did this, or, oh, no, it's fine, it's whatever, because that's how you cope with it. It's not okay. It's not okay to be doing that shit. Community matters. I ended up paying for a Discord that I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm out of options. I was down bad. And I was like, okay, perfect. Let me just pay for this Discord. It's $50 fucking. I can use it for a whole month. I did. And I'm not kidding. The sense of community was outstanding. I could talk to anyone. Any question I had, I could ask anyone. And that to me is invaluable. But more importantly, a mentor. Having someone who can help you and guide you. Because the thing is, you can't just teach someone this shit all the time. And sometimes teaching is doing. And I think that's important. Teaching is to teach yourself. Trading is a very personal thing. You have to just do it. You have to learn something, but you can't just expect to just barely touch it and just watch like 20 YouTube videos and not do it. You need to backtest. You need to study. You need to do these things. You're not going to learn shit. It's just not going to work. So having a mentor by your side is something I've only done recently. Helps a tremendous amount. It really does. And I'm not kidding. And I can be a mentor to any one of you that want me to. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. I do have a Discord. I'll put the link in the description. It's completely free. You can join it completely free, and feel free to ask any questions. We already have a great community of a few people, and these guys are active. I'm active. Evan's active. Me and Evan's Discord is really what it is, and we're gonna make sure we can answer any questions that you can. If you're just getting into this, or whether you're a veteran, it doesn't fucking matter. I can do whatever. Just post it. I mean, it doesn't matter. But, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's free. But at the end of the day, I really just wanted to make this video to tell you guys what I'm thinking, tell you guys the plan for this channel and what to expect. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment or ask me in my Discord. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. And until then, until the next video, I'll see you. Peace.